Hey guys, just in time here. So 2.5 days to go until the election, maybe less depending on when you're watching this. And I just want to take a quick look at what the polls are saying right now in the key states, the main battleground states. So there's about 9 battleground states that have sort of been in play this entire election season. Outside of those, there hasn't really been a whole lot of change since, 4 years ago, 8 years ago. And even within those 9 battleground states, there's really about 2 or 3 key ones. Now, the road to the electoral victory is much more in Obama's favor. So that is one thing he's got going for him. He basically needs to win 2 of the main key battleground states. If he wins Wisconsin and Ohio, he wins. Now, Romney, on the other hand, needs to win all but 2, and he needs at least one of those to be Ohio. He's probably got Florida wrapped up. Just looking through a state-by-state polls right now, Obama's numbers are looking pretty good. Right now, he's ahead in Wisconsin, Virginia, Ohio, Colorado, Iowa, Nevada. So at least in about 5 or 6. Several of them, depending on which poll you're looking at, they go either way. Florida is one of those that goes as far as 6 points in Romney's favor. Also, I've seen it as low as 2 points in Obama's favor. So there's a big stretch there. But for the most part, an average consistency of all the polls do show Obama with a couple of point lead in most of these states. The thing to keep in mind, though, and the reason that this isn't any time for celebrating, is this is going to be a squeaker of an election. And these polls are still people who say they're going to go out and vote. But if for one reason or another, they don't get out there, and a big reason for that could be disenfranchisement, which the Republicans have been trying to do, and we don't know yet how effective that's going to be. But there are billboards in states, especially with high minority voters, generally threatening people that, if they don't show their ID, they're going to be arrested. One of the billboards I saw has a guy with a photo ID and a handcuff hanging, and it says, "Voter fraud is a felony. Show your ID." But then underneath it says you will be asked but not required to show ID this election. So it's just a big scare tactic to make people think, oh, I might get arrested if I go down there and I don't have photo ID, which is a complete lie. But like I said, the polls don't really show us how effective those disenfranchisement strategies by the Republicans are going to be. And in a lot of the states, including Ohio, for one, where they tried to get rid of early voter, or they tried to, stop early voting in the Democratic districts, things like that, the Supreme Court threw out a lot of those, but we don't know how much damage was already done, how many people didn't register because of those tactics. So that's going to be the big unknown in this, the big intangible. But just going strictly by the polls, it looks like Obama's in pretty good shape. And I think if you were a betting person, you'd have to give Obama the odds right now to take this. But the Romney campaign, of course, they're saying they're confident as well, and they have their own numbers. And I'm sure their numbers are based on a much lower voting public, because they're counting on a lot of this disenfranchisement working, and they're counting on lower minority turnout, lower black turnout, lower women than what the Democratic pollsters, at least that's their argument, why they think the numbers are actually going to be higher for them. But nobody's going to know until Election Day, and it's just important that everybody gets out there and votes so that we're the ones who decide this and not a few billionaires. But anyways, as soon as some more poll numbers come out, I'll do another video, and I'm also going to be doing my top 10 reasons to vote for Mitt Romney, a little bit of takeoff of the David Letterman top 10 list, and I'll throw the video up here as soon as that's done. So keep an eye out for that, and otherwise, I'm just in time. I'll catch you guys next time.